Good morning, Cincinnati, from
Vancouver,
Canada.
for the first time.
Canada.
Very special. We feel very excited to be broadcasting from here today. What do you think, Tom?
We're here. We did it. We are in Canada, and it's great. As you can see, look at our beautiful place here.
Can you? There's a fireplace right there.
Fireplace.
Very warm.
Some pictures of trees and things. Those are always good. This is a great house. Go ahead and tell them who has lived here before.
Oh. Ben Stiller, Zac Efron, and Hugh Jackman, among others.
Wolverine stayed here. 3 claws.
Sorry. Yeah, right now it's snowing outside, which is probably pretty similar to you guys. But we haven't seen snow in a while. We went to Forks in Washington while we were in Washington, which is where the Twilight novels take place, and that was really special. They're crazy about Twilight out there.
Yeah, they're really all about Twilight there.
They're just going with it.
They're going with it.
They're capitalizing on this. We stayed in an awesome bed and breakfast out there.
B&B.
We stayed in
Lingo.
Sure. We went kayaking while we were out there, which was fun. Mine capsized, but no big deal. Just freezing cold water. Almost got hypothermia.
41 degrees out, water's freezing in a bay off of the Pacific Ocean. Cat decides to go swimming.
I did not decide to go swimming. Tom pushed me.
I did not push you.
We were trying... Eli needed gloves, okay? And I had gloves, and I didn't need them. So I was rowing over to give him gloves. Tom was in the boat with him, handed him my gloves, and so we were trying to push away from each other's boats, and we both pushed off at the same time, and I fell over and capsized, and was almost stuck underwater.
The problem
I
is...
almost drowned.
Your heart is too big.
He needed gloves. The kid's 8 years old, and I'm going to let him get frostbite in his fingers.
When I was 8 years old, I had a full-time job.
Not true.
And it was cold. Every day. And I never had gloves.
I bet you wish you did, though. I bet you had a nice... Wish you had a nice, caring, beautiful, intelligent young lady to help you and give you a pair of gloves.
I do.
But the whole thing was moved because by the time he got them, they were soaking wet, so sorry about that.
Yeah. So, that was fun.
Yeah, we were there for a couple days. Now we're here. We just got in last night. And it's awesome. We have our own little apartment here, and Canada is a special place.
Yeah, so let's move into our next segment.
A lot of different things about Canada.
Our segment called Canada, What's Up With That? We get into Canada, right? I go into customs, and I got to get a work permit and all this stuff, and they were just being like, they're drilling me with questions.
They're hardcore. You got to give them credit.
I mean...
They don't want just anybody coming into Canada.
And I, don't do well in those situations, as many of you know, when they're just drilling me, so I'm just like, yeah, I don't, maybe, I don't know. So, it was stressful.
But we got through, luckily.
And it cost $150 to get a work permit. I hand them the cash, $150 American greenbacks, hand it over, and they just look at it. This lady looks at it, and she's like, do you have any Canadian funds?
And she, picked it from him like it was a stinky pile of dog poop.
I'm like, I'm from America. I bleed red, white, and blue.
I know.
And green. For money. So anyway, I had to pay for it like that. And Canada is just crazy weird. I had no idea how weird the metric system is. Everything is in the metric system. And it's like...
But see, Canada is with it, though, because most of the other countries in the world go based on the metric system.
There's only 3 countries that don't.
Yeah. So America is kind of behind the times on that. So that's not necessarily Canada's fault.
But the thing is, it's fine, liter. I love 2 liters. I've been drinking 2 liters my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, now I'm cool with that. But it's like the little things that you don't even think that would be a problem, like speed limits are in kilometers. And I
get excited when you see 100 kilometers, but then
yeah,
you
I could go 100 kilometers. Oh, well then like your speedometer, like
100.
You have your normal speedometer that with the miles per hour, the way that God intended, and then it has like the kilometers per hour inside of the
needle blocks the numbers.
Well, yeah, like the needle goes from like thick to skinny, so like the skinniest point is on the miles per hour. So the fattest point of the needle is on the kilometers, so I'm like going anywhere between 80 and 120 kilometers an hour. I can't tell because the needle's so fat.
Yeah.
Things like that are...
We get a ticket, it's not our fault.
If I get a ticket...
It's Toyota's fault for making faulty speedometer needles.
And then, so it's just crazy. Like, I honestly didn't know what to expect with Canada. I was honestly expecting it to be just like the United States.
But it's almost as if Canada has a grudge against the United States. Like they've made everything just different enough to be really annoying.
Yeah.
And just to say, you know what? When people come to Canada, we want them to know that this is not the United States, even though we are connected.
In every detail, street signs are in different fonts. They say the same thing, like a stop sign says stop, but it's in a different font. Like, why did they have to do that? And then
crazy fonts.
I mean, it's weird.
That is not the worst thing about Canada.
Well, it's really weird.
No, Canada's not bad. It's just really weird, and it's going to take some getting used to. The flashing traffic lights, they don't have just how we just get green, yellow, red, and it'll stay that color the whole time. There's flashes the entire time. So if you're prone to seizures, do not come to Canada. Because you will have one.
People are just having seizures in the streets.
I know.
They're just lining up the sidewalks.
And everyone acts like it's normal. Not in America.
Not in America. Yeah, and I came in, we drove in, and we had to go to the bathroom. And so we're like, okay, we'll take the first exit.
Sure you wanted to know all about that.
And the first exit is King George Boulevard.
British Columbia.
And I'm like... We fought a war to be free of him and his tyranny.
Exactly.
My wife's not gonna be going to the bathroom on his street.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it's just, I feel patriotic. That's how I feel here. I feel like America's number one.
What I don't understand is if it's British Columbia, why do they speak French?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Everything's in French.
Shouldn't you speak English if you're part of the British Columbia? I think so.
You know what else is weird? We were in Baton Rouge, where it was all French too. So it's like we're in this big French.
Yeah, but nobody spoke French there, really. Nobody that I talked to did.
Bonjour.
That's all Tom knows. Parlez-vous français? That's all I know.
So we're having a good time here. I'm kind of nursing a cold.
We both are a little bit. He's worse than me.
But we like it. Canada is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun.
We went for a walk today.
Fun stuff. Okay, guys. Well, Cincinnati, we love you. We miss you. It's getting close. It's getting close to when we come back to see you. So
90 days.
90 days.
Almost.
So, we love you. We miss you. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.